Okay, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have a statement by Eric Redman. Why not Eric Blue Man or Eric White Man or Eric Black Man? Doesn't matter. Don't make fun of people's name, okay? Muhammadan who pray 5 times a day repeat the most important prayer 17 times each day. That means we actually repeat the Al-Fatiha 17 times. Okay, that is the 5-time prayer alone. It does not include the Sunnah prayer, So let's just take 17 times that we repeat the Al-Fatiha for each raka'at. This prayer is the first surah of the Quran. It asks Allah not to let them be like those who have earned God's anger, refers to the Jews, or those who have gone astray, refers to the Christians. It is not surprising how their deep hatred to despise both Jews and Christians is developed from continuous brainwashing through the fake prophet Muhammad teachings. Okay, let's go to the very first verse of the Quran, which is the Al-Fatiha. The Al-Fatiha. Okay, let's quote my favorite Yusuf Ali instead of Sahih International, because sometimes when they translate quite differently. Okay, now Yusuf Ali said, in the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. Okay, just take note of this. In the name of Allah, the Lord God, most gracious, most merciful. This is the repetition of the Bible. Exodus, where are you? Exodus 34. Exodus 34 6. Let's go, baby, come on, show them to the world you are the truth. Exodus chapter 34, verse number 6. And the Lord passed by before him and proclaimed, the Lord God, merciful and gracious, long-suffering and abundant in goodness and truth. So the name of the Lord God is merciful and gracious. The name of the Lord God, that means in the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. So it is the same here, see, in the name of the Lord God, most gracious, most merciful. And then we praise be to Allah, the cherisher and sustainer of the world. Cherisher and sustainer, if you want to know, the English name for this is Jehovah. Praise be to Allah, the Jehovah, cherisher and sustainer. Jehovah means cherisher and sustainer of the worlds. Most gracious, most merciful. So actually Jehovah and Allah and the Lord God is the same. It's one God. Okay. Master of the day of judgment. Thee do we worship, and thine aid we seek. Show us the straight way, the way of those on whom you had bestowed thy grace, like Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, David, Solomon. They have the grace of God. Those whose person not rough and who go not astray. So where does it say that we hate the Jews and the Christian? You see, that's the problem with the Christian version of the Quran, where they get the translation from. Is it the they were translated by the Vatican. So where is the verse that says Jews and Christians? It's not even mentioned here. So you can tell that they are lying, you see. He says that refers to the Jews, those who have earned God's anger, and those who have gone astray. It should be the last one. The way of those on whom you have bestowed grace, those whose portion is not rough, and who go not astray. You see, this is totally different version of translation, I don't know where he got that. I'm sure he was referring to the last one, the verse 7. So anyhow, if you want to know Islam, please seek the Islamic scholar, okay? Do not learn from the Christian apologists like David Wood, Walid Subat, those are jokers, Okay, this is quite long if I want to go through them, but I think it is irrelevant. As I said before, the purpose of the prayer is number 1, okay? The name of the Lord. Who is your Lord and what is his name? The Lord has name. The two names that he mostly like to use is gracious and merciful, and it was already shown in the Exodus. The Lord God, Allah, merciful and gracious is the same. It's the same Lord, okay? And then he also has another name, another 2 more names that he will use, which is Jehovah, the cherisher and sustainer. So just by the first 2, the third one is a repeat. The first 2 we have the 4 names of the Lord: gracious, merciful, cherisher and sustainer of the worlds, okay? Now he is also the master of the day of judgment. So Allah, not Jesus, is the master of the day of judgment. We have seen so many verses in the New Testament which claim that Jesus will judge the world. No, Jesus won't judge the world. He only acts as a mediator in 1 Timothy 2:5, okay? A mediator, that means intercessor, or another word, he will be the witness, just like Muhammad will be the witness for his followers. Jesus will be the witness for his followers, okay? Because God will cross-examine the followers using Jesus as the witness, as the intercessor, as the mediator, So to you only we worship, and from you only we seek help, okay? Even Jesus seek help from the God, okay? From the Father. Show us the straight way. This one we must always say, show us the straight way. I heard one Christian apologist say, why must we keep on asking God to show us the straight way if they are already on the straight way? Don't you know that every day Satan will come and whisper to you evil thoughts, and he will deviate you away from the straight path, Just like maybe worshipping, creating the statue of Mary and worship unto Mary, and creating the statue of Jesus and worship unto the statue of Jesus, because Satan will say, no, you are not worshipping a statue, you are worshipping Jesus, your God. So the same trick Satan had used to the earlier pagans, worshipping statue. So okay, that's it. Our prayer we repeat 17 times each day, so that God will guide us to the straight path. What is the meaning of the straight path? The straight path is the path to heaven, okay? Because there are many roads that leads to hell, but only one straight way to heaven. Okay, thank you very much.